The female mechanic suddenly suffered low blood sugar and rested for a moment in the workshop, but she was mistaken by the chairman's daughter for slacking off. The chairman's daughter immediately stepped forward and kicked the female mechanic to the ground. She then tore up all of the patents the female mechanic had obtained. The female assistant merely tried to explain on the mechanic's behalf. She was slapped by the chairman's daughter. Immediately afterward, she forced the female mechanic to sign a demotion letter. She demoted the female mechanic from a core technician to a menial worker. Little did she know that this action would cause enormous losses to the company. The woman served as the group's technical director. Whenever an employee's assembled auto parts deviated even slightly from the specified values, she would demand the employee correct it immediately. She could tell where an engine had a problem just by listening with her ears. She could even calibrate an engine's deviation successfully using an earring. When Mr. James, a partner, saw the scene, he did not believe the woman could calibrate an engine to zero error with a single earring. He suspected this factory lacked independent automotive or /&D capabilities. He decided to cancel cooperation with the factory. The woman did not rush to refute him. Instead, she invited Mr. James to the big screen and showed them the engine design drawings she had made. In the next second, the two partners were stunned in place because the system the woman designed had a critical loss of control threshold 47% lower than overseas systems. In other words, Chinese automotive technology had already far surpassed the developed countries of Europe and America. Mr. James was immediately full of admiration for the woman. He made an exception and agreed to cooperate with the car factory. Moreover, he would come 3 days later to test drive the sports car the woman had designed. When the factory chairman learned this news, he was overjoyed. He immediately praised the woman. He planned to have his daughter, who had just returned to the country, help the woman with her /&D. No sooner had the chairman left than the woman experienced a bout of dizziness from low blood sugar. Her female assistant persuaded her to rest for a while. Unexpectedly, the chairman's daughter came to inspect the factory, mistaking the woman for sleeping on the job. Without a word, she stepped forward and kicked over the chair the woman was sitting on. The woman's head struck metal heavily. Then she ordered security to throw the woman out of the factory. The assistant hurriedly pleaded with the chairman's daughter. After learning the wealthy daughter's identity, the woman greeted her. To her surprise, the wealthy daughter did not even recognize the woman. She used the woman supposedly slacking during work as an excuse to demote her, assigning her to the frontline workshop as an operator. The female assistant rushed forward to explain that there must be a misunderstanding. She was shoved aside by the wealthy daughter. The wealthy daughter claimed she was now the factory's new director. The woman merely retorted, "How could the chairman have a daughter like her?" The wealthy daughter then shut off all the electrical switches, causing immeasurable losses to the group. Furious, the woman grabbed the wealthy daughter's hand and declared that her actions would cost the group $3 million in losses. The wealthy daughter used the fact that the woman had just ruined her manicure as an excuse and had an employee bring over all of the woman's work materials, then dumped them on the ground. Seeing that many of the woman's award certificates dated back several years, she tore the woman's certificates to shreds on the spot. She said the woman's materials were too outdated. She claimed that overseas technologies were far more advanced than the woman's. She even stated that an old woman could not create any value for the factory.